Greetings everyone, Dean here. I thought I would join you and do a quick gear review of my front panniers, the Ortlieb Sport-Packer Classics. But before we get into that, I thought I would let you know about something exciting that happened recently. A friend of mine from YouTube, who also has a YouTube channel as well called Wheels on a Bike, Agnieszka, she just visited me here in Pictou, and it was really great to see her. So I thought I would share a little clip from that meeting and kind of let her introduce herself to you guys. So here it is. All right, guys. So, I came out today to do a quick video, a little gear review about my front pannier bags and my frame bag. But as I was thinking about heading out, I got a message from a fellow cyclist and YouTuber. I'm going to let her introduce herself, and she can tell you about her YouTube channel if she wants and all that stuff. So here we go.
Hey everyone, my name is Agnieszka. I have a YouTube channel called Wheels on the Bike, and I'm here because, well, I reached out to Dean because he was instrumental in kind of showing me the way of getting myself across Canada by bike. So Dean is very much an inspiration. This man
Yay!
Right here is an inspiration.
Thank you.
And and this is why I'm here in Pictou, Nova Scotia, here to meet him. So Dean, thank you very much. Thank you.
No problem. So anyways, guys, you should go check out her channel, Wheels on a Bike. She does really good gear reviews and stuff like that. So, this stuff's expensive. So if you're looking for some really good advice on stuff that she uses, I suggest you go check it out. And she's a badass cyclist too, because what she didn't mention was she got hit by a car in Ontario on the infamous Highway 17. And she got right back on her bike after a little time, and she's right back at it, as you can see. So anyways, it's been really great seeing you, Agnieszka, and maybe we'll do a tour together someday. So
That's right. Bicycle touring 101.
Yeah.
You check your phone.
Exactly. So anyways, safe travels, and I'll definitely will be keeping track of you. So
Thank you.
awesome. So yeah, that was my meeting with Agnieszka. So she stayed here for a couple days just to try and figure out what she was going to do about the weather coming. Something I probably should mention, which reminds me, this was going to be an outdoor video, but we have a hurricane heading our way. If you've watched any TV, you've probably heard them talking about Hurricane Fiona. So it's due to hit Nova Scotia, actually, and may be the worst storm in Nova Scotia history. So anyways, I'll probably try and get some footage of that. But Agnieszka stayed here for a couple of days trying to figure out what she was going to do, what her route was going to look like based on these weather trends. So I'm not going to share too much because she has her own channel, as I said, Wheels on a Bike. So head over to that and check out what her adventures had in store for her. And I think you really enjoy it. She has a really good YouTube channel. And more importantly, she's a really great human being. So go check it out, guys. All right, so into the review. Like I said, I want to talk about my front panniers that I got for the start of this year. They replaced the system I had up front before, which was the Salsa anything cage with also the Salsa dry bags. Really good system. I just found a little undersized for really long distance touring. I still have them obviously, and I'm going to use them for future adventures for sure. But for long distance touring, for what I needed, I really found that the Ortlieb Sport-Packer Classics were a great bag. Some of the things I really liked about them were the lid closure, which is really the main difference between the roll down or roll up, but the roll bags, and this type of bag. For me, I kind of had a feeling that I would really like the lid closure better. As you can see with the lid closure, it kind of allows you to do a couple different things with the bags. First of all, I really like the idea of not having to unroll and roll the bags every time. Now you just have to hit a clip, open them, and then once you have them open, the inner tray, because there's two different ways of closing the bag to make sure that it's sealed properly, the inner drawstring, once you close that, it creates a platform or a tray where you can keep things in actually. So I've been keeping my drone and controller in there, and then on the other side I can keep snacks and whatnot, but you can do whatever you want with that part. And to me that's a really helpful aspect of the bags. They're 30 liters altogether, 15 liters each, really nice size bag. You can get a lot in them. What I've been putting in them has been evolving since I got them, and I'm not going to really get into what I put in the bags as much. I'm going to do a review in the future of my whole long distance tour setup and what I use in each bag and whatnot, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, the things I do really like about this bag is the lid closure. It makes life so much easier when you're on the road and having to unroll that bag three times, roll it back up 3 times, clip it, hook it, all that stuff. So sorry, it still has the same attachment features, the quick lock 2.1, I believe it is. Very easy system to use. As you can see, it just, you pull up on the handle, it releases the hooks and it hooks onto your rack. And very, very good system. I haven't had any problems with it at all. The only time I've had a problem is when I wasn't paying attention and I didn't actually have it on properly. But that's pilot error, not product error. So the price on these is $230 each. The weight on them is 870 grams a piece. That's empty, of course, so not super heavy. And I had no issues whatsoever with water getting into them at all. I have found that anything that has the Ortlieb waterproof stamp on it, I've never had an issue with anything getting wet when I put them inside it. So, like I said, I like these so much. I think I'm going to switch my rear panniers from the roll down to the lid closure, just in the larger size. That's how much I like them. It would be really nice to have the advantage of what I was talking about with the rear bags, is also having that little tray in the back, except it would be more that you could put in there where, you know, you could put your food for the day on the top, like as far as snacks, nothing that's too perishable, of course, but be really helpful. Extra water bottle, whatever you want in that top part. Clothing, like maybe keep your rain gear on a rainy day, throw your rain gear in that top part so that you just have to hit the clips and in you go. So to me, these are really beneficial things that I've noticed in the last couple of years with the extensive touring I've done, is that to be able to get at things is such a treat, if that's the right way to put it, especially if it's gear, as far as, like for me, as far as recording goes. It's really nice to be able to just hit a couple clips, open something and grab a battery or another camera or the drone, anything like that. And as far as snacks goes or water, if it's easy to get at, you're more likely to eat or drink, right? So eating and drinking is such a big part of touring that is also another really big benefit of having those systems, in my opinion. So I know there's lots of other setups out there, lots of other bags, and everybody has their favorites. Agnieszka uses Arkel bags a lot, and I was looking at them when she was here, and they look like a top-notch product. I have no doubt that they're really rugged. She had an accident with hers where she fell, and the bags, no abrasions on them or nothing. They don't even look like anything happened. Same with the Ortliebs. Anything you're going to pay top dollar for like that, Arkel, Ortlieb, you can pretty much expect that you're going to get a good quality product, and that has been my experience across the board. So anyways, guys, there's not really a lot more that you can say about those bags, to be honest with you. I kind of covered the closure, all that stuff. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. But do I recommend them? Yes, 100%. Enough so, right, that I said I'm already going to get the back ones with the lid closure as well. To me, it's just a much more efficient system. As practicality would probably be the best way for me to put it too. So I'll keep the roll top ones and use those going forward as needed if I need to. But there's still nothing wrong with them. The rear ones have about 10,000 or plus kilometers on them, and there's nothing wrong with them at all. Barely even any really noticeable bad scratches or any abrasions or anything. So top-notch marks for the roll-down rear ones. But like I said, for me, it's just a matter of that lid. To me, is just such a really nice convenience and the advantages that it offers. So anyways, guys, like I said, if you have any questions about these bags or anything else, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna, like I said, be doing reviews coming up. The season's over. I've done a lot of riding again this year, riding from Windsor to Montreal. And then while I've been out here in Pictou, I've done 4 Prince Edward Island trips. I did a Cabot Trail trip and then a couple other smaller ones. So I don't think I'm going to be getting any more trips in this year out here. I am heading back to Windsor in 2 weeks to take care of a bunch of things there and a couple other things that I'll tell you about later that, fingers crossed, hopefully good news, guys. But and as always, I think I mentioned in the last video, I am 100% planning to ride the Great Divide mountain bike route in 2024. If you're not familiar with that, go on YouTube and just Google or search Great Divide mountain bike route or GDMBR, and you'll find endless videos on it. It is pretty much all off-road, with the exceptions of when you come into towns, you're going to have to do that routing just like any other trail. But really looking forward to that. I will start in Jasper and I will end at the border of New Mexico and Mexico. So hopefully everything goes well and we can get that trip in the books as well. Again, if you would like to help me reach the goal of doing the Great Divide Mountain Bike Route, I am trying to save up as much money as I can going forward to that. So if you'd like to help the channel out in any way financially, any donations or any help would go towards that trip. So I have a Patreon account. The link is in the description below. You can check that out. I'm also trying to feature Buy Me a Coffee. So there will be a link in the description below for that. I think it's just a little easier thing to use. It's a one-time thing, no monthly commitments like Patreon. And then always there's the super thanks, which is the heart below the video with the $sign in it. And again, it's just a one-time commitment thing as well. YouTube has introduced memberships where people can join the channel for a fee too. I haven't set that up yet. I have to look into it a little more to see if that's something I'm going to do, and I'll let you know. But if you would like to support the channel in any way, guys, I can't even tell you how much it would mean to me. I'm not very well off financially, so it can be kind of a struggle to pay for all this equipment and stuff. So I totally understand if it's not something you're into. I do totally get that. And just watching the videos and commenting and hitting the like button really helps me out a lot. Or in the end of the day, just watching the video really helps out a lot in itself. So anyways, guys, like I said, any questions, let me know below. But if not, I'll see you in the next video, which should be the video about my touring setup. But if not, maybe another review on some other gear that I've bought this year. I'm probably going to do a pretty good review on my new air mattresses and then the previous air mattresses I was using. I'm now up to owner of 4 air mattresses, so I really like my new one. I think it's going to probably be one I'm going to be using for a while, but I would like to do a video on the evolution and how I kind of got to where I am at today. So if that's something that interests you, stay tuned for that in the future. But if nothing else, guys, I wish you all the best, and I hope you're all getting out there and doing something you love. And hopefully Picto's still standing after Hurricane Fiona gets done with us, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.